Are the streets up there really paved in gold?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on, Graveyard Shift family? It is your fearless shift leader, Dalen Spratt, clocked in for another amazing shift. Y'all, we getting straight into it today. These are the top 10 questions that people have about death. So I'm going to be asking the spirits the top 10 questions I could find that people have about death. Let's get straight to it. My name is Dalen. I come in peace, love, and respect. I haven't been here in a while. This is the Pittman family. Pittmans, I hope you're resting well. I hope you're resting well. I have a group of people here, and we have 10 questions about death that we would love to get answers from you for. Okay. The first question. Okay, here we go. Now, this is a simple question. When you first die, do you know that you are dead? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Is there a noticeable difference? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Next question. Okay. Does time exist after you die? Yeah. So time continues after you die? Okay. Is there a different type of time once you die? Does time move differently? You said it keeps going? Okay. But is an hour when you're alive the same as an hour when you're dead? No? What is the difference? Said it speeds up? Okay. Next question. Okay. Can the dead still learn and grow? Or are you the same person you are when you die forever after? Can you learn new things after you die? No? So is there not a sense of growth after you die? No, it's not. So then what's the purpose of the afterlife? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Once you die, do spirits remember their entire life when they were alive? Yes. Do you remember everything that happened in your life once you die? What about the things that happened that you forgot when you were living? Are you reminded of those when you die? You are? Yeah? So what about the bad things that happened in your life? Do you remember those things? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Here's the other side of that. Can you forget things over time as a spirit? Is your memory fully intact when you die, or can you forget things? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Is death the same for everyone? Should I guess sometime? Okay. I guess so. If someone dies of old age, as opposed to someone being killed randomly, is death the same for everyone? So does everyone go through the same thing once they die, once they transition? No. Can you give me an example of something different that someone may experience once they die? Stop, think of something. What is something someone might experience that's different from others? You say free rent. Who up there giving out free rent? You said God. That's fair. Let me ask you this. This ain't got nothing to do with the questions I'm asking, but this is something I'm thinking. Are the streets up there really paved in gold?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Do they have potholes?
Air.
You said hell no. You can't be in heaven saying hell no, can you?
Breathe.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Are there mansions and big houses everywhere up there? Does everybody get one? Okay. So, assuming everyone gets houses or mansions or whatever that looks like, are some souls' house or mansion bigger than others? Is it a kingdom? Okay. I'm off topic now, guys, but now I'm just flowing with the questions. If there is size difference of rewards that are given in heaven, does that cause a sense of jealousy amongst people? Maybe someone that has less up there? Or is everyone content with what they have there? Okay. I'm getting off topic, but I want to ask this last question and I'm going to get back to the main questions about death, because now I'm talking about afterlife, and that's a whole nother video. But assuming that there's a heaven, then there's a hell. And if the accommodations in heaven are gold, streets, and mansions, what are the accommodations like in hell? What are the accommodations like in hell? They like, what'd you say? Okay. Let me get back to my main questions, y'all. I apologize. I got off a little track. Okay, I already asked this question, kinda. Do people who die suddenly experience death differently than those who die naturally? Just stop worrying. That's fair. Hold on, here come an airplane. Shawty said, stop worrying. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, let's see. What is the biggest misconception the living have about death? What is the biggest misconception the living have about death? Is death everything you thought it would be? No. What's different? There's a lot. Yeah. Can you give me one thing that's different than you thought will be? Can you give me one thing that's different? No. I was just curious. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Are people allowed to visit the places that they loved while they were alive? After you die, are you able to visit places you enjoyed when you lived? So you busy. Busy doing what up there? So I'm not even saying visiting your friends or your family. Say you enjoy going to the beach. After you die, can you still go back to your favorite beach just to be there? Okay, you can't. Do you have the desire to go back to places you were familiar with? Say for what? Maybe you just want to go back to where you were comfortable. No? You said if you wanted to or you don't want to. Okay. Well, do you at least get to go back and visit your loved ones? So is there a limitation to what you can and can't do once you die? Yeah. And who sets those limits? God? Makes sense to me. Yep. Yep. All right, let's see where we at with it. Okay, this kind of goes, I guess, against what I just asked. But do do spirits have free will? So if the concept of free will is so big and grandiose while you're alive, do you still have that same free will once you die? Okay. Hold on, I got another question. I got one more question. Can you change once you get to heaven, right? So once you die, say you lived a great life, everything was good, theoretically there's a heaven, you get there. Can you flip out, change, act bad, and maybe get kicked out? So the same way theoretically Lucifer switched up and was banned from heaven, can a good spirit get there and have the same sort of switch up and get kicked out? He'll be a fool. That's fair. But is it possible? Pain. Okay. Well, thank you so much for answering my questions. Well, Graveyard Shift family, those were the top 10 questions that people have about death. If you have any questions you want to know specifically about death, please write them in the comment section, because we will definitely be doing a part 2. Because I got about 20 more questions I want to ask. But I just wanted to do 10, but I get to rambling. And 10 turned into 20. So if you have any questions you want to know specifically about death, please put them in the comment section and I will do a part 2 video ASAP. Thank you, Graveyard Shift family. I love y'all. Love, love, love. Catch you next time.